spinning under the weight of 1,000 small cuts. Gathered on a Sunday roast with sharpening knives and hollow guts. You smile through teeth that look like picket fences painted white, while carving names into my shadow in the middle of the night. The family tree is twisted into shapes no root can ever claim. Just a gallery of mirrors reflecting back a different kind of shame. This is a ritual of spirits fighting in the cramped and narrow hall. Invisible bayonets, ready for the moment that I finally fall. It is an ancient brand of combat fought with scripture and with lies. I see the sofa blooming in the corner of your pious eyes. You pray for my deliverance while wishing for my sudden end. A holy war disguises duty that I no longer can defend. The whispers look like silverfish beneath the wine floorboards here, turning every triumph into something ugly, born of quiet fear. They trade my reputation for a moment in the local glare and manufacture malice out of thin and cold and stagnant air. The envy is a heavy cloak you forced upon my tired frame, until the only thing you recognized was how you hated my very name. Disrespect is the only currency that circulates within these walls, echoing through the kitchen side and down the narrow dusty halls. A petty kind of kingship built on tearing down a brother's gate, turning every dinner plate into a calculated dose of hate. The dysfunction is the architect, the blueprint of a broken soul, taking every healthy part and burning it to blackest coal. Your jealousy has teeth that leave no bruises, only internal scars. Tracking my movements like a frantic prisoner, counting up the bars. You measure my horizon by the length of your untethered rope and find a way to strangle every single spark of rising hope. Toxic as the one I'm from a factory that's long been dead, feeding on the bitter things that should have stayed completely unsaid. I am looking for the exit while you're busy polishing the chains, tracing all the grievances that flow through these polluted veins. There is no honor in a bonnet demands the sacrifice of peace. I am waiting for the moment when this frantic haunting has to cease. Keep your seat at the table, keep the crumbs of your pathetic spite. I am stepping out of the theater and straight into the biting vice. Smooth like silverfish beneath the rotting forward tear, turning every triumph into something ugly, born of quiet fear. They trade my reputation for a moment in the local burn, manufacture malice out of thin and cold and stagnant air.